Lesson 1.2a, look for a pattern. As we look at the notes on this lesson, basically they're just showing you some examples. So we're going to talk about the example that's listed here, and then we're going to do the example at the bottom. We're looking for a pattern. So the example that's listed, Kylie training for the marathon, she will run in a couple of months. She will begin by running 3 miles the first day, 5 miles the next day, and 7 miles the next day. So as you're looking for a pattern, you should kind of pay attention to the important information. This is where she starts. 3 miles for the first day, 5 miles the next day, and 7 the next. They recommend maybe doing some kind of a chart, and I think that would be a great idea. You should understand what's been given to you. She's running 3 miles the first day, and then they continue to mention what I have highlighted, 5 the next, 7 the next. You need to find the number of miles Kylie will run on her 10th day of training. Look for a pattern to find that number of miles. So the plan is to look for a pattern, extend it from the days they've given you. They've given you the first 3 days. So for day 1, you would conclude 3. Day 2 is 5, and day 3 is 7. That was given to you. So as you go up, they're noticing it increased by 2 miles. It increased by 2 miles. And I think that's the pattern they discovered, that each day you should continue adding 2 miles. So if I add 2 miles, then on day 4, she would be at 9. Add 2 more, so day 5 is 11. 2 more, day 6 is 13. And as you continue all the way to day 10, they hit 21. So they can conclude that she'll run 21 miles on day 10. How many of you can run 21 miles? Can anyone run 21 miles?
Aiden Potts.
Oh, Aiden Potts. There you go. Okay. 21 miles. I can't do that either. Let's look at the example then that you guys were supposed to write down. It's very similar. Suppose Kylie's friend Derek is also training for the marathon. On his first 4 days, he runs 1, 1, 2, 2. How many miles will Derek run on day 10? So what I want you to do on your paper, we're going to do something very similar to what they did above. Notice that it's talking the first 4 days. They've given us 1, 1, 2, 2. And again, just like before, how many on day 10? So we're going to start by drawing a chart, just like they did for Kylie. And the top is going to be the day, and the bottom is going to be the miles. So we can go ahead and fill in how many? 4. So day 1 was 1. 2 was 1. 3 was 2. 4 was 2. We need to figure out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This one's a little different, isn't it? Because if I go the same idea that they did right here with Kylie, from day 1 to day 2, how much did he increase?
0.
0 plus 0. And then from day 2 to day 3, how many did he increase? 1. And 3 to 4, how many did he increase? 0. Is there any kind of a pattern in that, do you think? 0, then 1, then 0, then 1, you think? Okay, so if I do that idea, so from day 4 to 5, we should increase by how much? Mason?
2 miles.
Nope, if we went 0, and then 1, and then 0, then...
So ultimately 10?
Nope. We added 0. There's the pattern below the chart. So he added 0, then 1, and then 0, then 1. So we're going to add 1. So on day 5, how many miles do you think he should run? 3. What does the pattern say we should add to go to day 6? 0. So how many miles is he running that day? 3. Now what's the pattern say? Add how much?
1.
So how many miles on day 7?
4.
All right. What's the pattern say to add now?
Add 0.
So how many miles on day 8?
4.
And now the pattern add
1.
how many on day 9?
5.
And the pattern now?
Add 0.
So on day 10, how many did he run?
5 miles.
5. So the answer, how many miles did Derek run on day 10? You would answer 5 miles. And remember, if you're doing word problems, you should add the label. Look for a pattern, continue the pattern, and then answer the question for what they're looking for. Any questions?